this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Titans 3. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. A good pick up there on 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Spears. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We'll love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. This is 2nd and 8. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, the end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Barker. Robinson's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Barker flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again. Barker. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Barker. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 36 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Barker. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
It's going to be a good day, boys.
2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And brought in downfield by Burks. Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Dobson, the man in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
This pass deep for Okonkwo.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
On 1st down, Barker
finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Barker.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Barker. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Barker airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. In motion comes the tight end left. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Stay on point, fellas.
3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here is 3rd and 5. Completes this to Addison out left. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
26-yard line.
Here's a run by Spears. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in. The Titans touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Titans get a bit closer. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will cut this lead down to 25. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And some room to work. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Falcons 42, Titans 10. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
He'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. 34 yards. And the Falcons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Burks. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now a run with Spears. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
For a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one.
And into the end zone for Tennessee, touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
I'm okay with that cliche. Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Childress. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Barker. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming day. This is caught inside the 15. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.